how to make them value you. Hi guys, my name is Christine. I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to make them value you. So this could be someone who is an ex, or it could be a crush that you have who you feel like may not respect you. It could be someone that you like, or it could be just maybe like a member of your family or a friend who isn't respecting you and doesn't value you, and you want them to start valuing you more. So obviously there's no guarantees that you can actually make someone change their mind about you and start valuing you. But there are a few things that can get you into the best possible position, that can help you start putting your best foot forward, so other people can start valuing you more. So let's get into my first point, which is, firstly, in order for someone else to value you, you need to start valuing yourself first. You need to start respecting yourself first. Because if you don't have a very high self-esteem, if you don't feel very valuable, if you don't value yourself, if you don't respect yourself, then it's very unlikely other people are going to respect you and value you, unless they are already people in your life that love you already. Like siblings might already love you a lot, or your parents will already love you a lot, and things like that. So a lot of the time we do come into contact with people that do love us unconditionally no matter what we do, but there are other people in our lives that do not love us unconditionally and things like that. So if you do not value and respect yourself, then those people are not going to value and respect you. So to begin valuing yourself, there are a few things that you can obviously do. And an obvious one, obviously, is self-care, which is taking care of yourself. Now, I'm just going to go into a few basics, because I know there are people out there that even struggle with the very basics. Things like hygiene. You have to take care of your hygiene. You need to wash yourself. You need to smell nice. You need to get up at appropriate time, eat the right kinds of foods, have the correct amount of sleep. And obviously these things might be different for other people. We all have different dietary requirements depending on, if we're allergic to something and things like that, or if we have a low tolerance for something. Like for you, for example, you might be someone who wants to be a vegan, whereas some other people, have to be meat eaters because that's kind of what their body can do. Like there's a lot of people with like autoimmune disorder, and they can only eat things like meat. So obviously it all depends on you. You might need to experiment if you don't know. But usually if you are having ongoing health problems, then there could be something to do with what you're eating. I'm not saying that's a definite way, but it could be one way. So you need to start understanding your body. That's fundamentally what I'm telling you. Start understanding what your body needs, how much sleep you need, because there are some people out there that can get by on 6 hours sleep, and there's people out there that need that full 8 hours. So you need to start understanding your body, what your body needs, and discovering what those things are, experimenting with what those things are, and then doing those things, right? So you get what your body needs. You need to take care of yourself, because you see like a lot of people, they take better care of their pets than they do themselves. They make sure the dog's fed, they make sure the dog's walked, but they don't, exercise themselves or eat the right things and things like that. So make sure you get those things down. That's really, really important. Take time for yourself. Have a long bath. Do something luxurious. Go and have a massage or something. Take care of yourself, and obviously take care of your hygiene. Take care of your grooming. Make sure you wear clothes that look good on you. Things like that. Really basic stuff. But I have to say those kinds of things because you might be watching this and thinking, well, I already do those things, which is fair enough. But I know there are some people out there that struggle even with these basic things. And if you are struggling with those basic things, then I also recommend that you go and seek a therapist's help, because if you're struggling with those kinds of things, it's very likely that you might be struggling with some kind of mental health issue. But again, this is something that you need to go and look for and look into yourself, because I'm not a medical professional or even a nutritionist, okay? Obviously speak to someone like a nutritionist, your GP, or some other kind of healthcare professional to help you with these things and to help discover what it is that your body needs and things like that. So another thing that you need to do in order to start valuing yourself is working on your boundaries. If you want someone to respect you, don't allow them to be flaky on you. If you are always putting in the effort and they never do, then, you need to stop, putting in the effort as much. Because if you want someone to value you, you can't let them treat you like a doormat. You can't let people walk over you. You need to have those boundaries, and if they like a certain thing, don't just go along with it. This is something that I used to do when I really wanted friends as a teenager, and in my early 20s as well. Like, I would pretend that I liked the same music as my friends, because I wanted acceptance. I wanted them to like me. And I would go along and pay like hundreds of pounds for gigs and go and see shows that I wasn't really that into, just because I wanted to fit in. Don't do that kind of thing. If you don't like a certain genre of music, but your friends do, say what it is that you like. And if they don't like it, that's fine. But we all have these preferences. We all have these opinions. I was worried that if I said what kind of music I liked, my friends wouldn't want to be friends with me anymore. But the truth is, if you just have a different taste in music, if that friend is truly a friend, they won't care, okay? They will still be your friend, even if they don't like your genre of music. They may, put you down a little bit. They may, say that, may have negative comments about the kind of music you like, but it won't be a thing that completely destroys your friendship. It shouldn't be something that destroys your friendship. And also having a healthy outlook towards yourself. You have to kind of see yourself as the hero of your story. You need to kind of see yourself a little bit like Neo in the Matrix, being the one, because we're all basically the architects of our own life. We are all the main character in our stories and our own lives and our own stories. So you kind of need to treat yourself with that positive outlook, like you're the hero of your life, because in many, many ways, that's essentially what you are. You are the main event in your own life, basically. So you need to have this kind of outlook that you are the hero, you are this amazing person with amazing qualities, and you've got amazing things to share with the world, which you do. And if you look at yourself that way, then you'll have a more healthy outlook. Now, I know this is a lot easier said than done, but that's a great start, to start seeing yourself as that hero of your story. If you're enjoying the video so far, then please leave a like on it, and please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if there's anything you'd like me to discuss in a future video, then please leave it down in the comments. Thank you so much. So it's really important then, if someone doesn't value you, then you need to remove yourself from that person, or at least spend less time with them. Because it might be the case that this could be a family member. There could be someone in your family who you love dearly, but it's clear that they don't value you. Perhaps they're very flaky on you. Perhaps they mess you around, perhaps they cancel plans, or perhaps they say they're coming over and then they cancel last minute, and you've made food for them and you've made time in your day for them to come over and things like that, and they're just not valuing your time. You need to start spending less time with those people, or at least start matching and mirroring their behavior. So for example, if it takes them a long time to respond to you, then also take your time responding back to them. Treat others as basically as they treat you in that kind of way. But obviously if they're really mean to you and things like that, obviously you don't want to match and mirror that kind of stuff. But we're talking here about, if it takes them a long time to reply, or if they, only want to spend a little bit of time with you. You only spend a little bit of time with them. Obviously don't be mean to them if they're mean to you. And if they are really mean to you, and that is a problem that you're facing, then you need to, really, really cut back on the amount of time that you spend with that person. And it might be the case that the next time they say something mean to you, you say something like, wow, that's not a very nice thing to say. You know what, I'm going to go. And when you're ready to apologize and we can sort this kind of thing out, just let me know. But I don't want to be treated like that. It's really mean and I didn't like that. So I'm going to go. And then you walk away and then you wait for them to reach out to you. And if they love you and care about you, and realize that they need to start respecting you, they will get in contact with you and will try to make amends. But if not, they'll just, leave your life and they'll just fly off into the distance and you'll never see them again, and then you'll never be put down again. So it's a win-win for everyone in that kind of situation. So you need to spend a lot less time with these people and stop giving them so much attention. You also need to not give your attention to those people that, don't reciprocate interest. So this could be a crush. So perhaps you have a big crush on someone, or it could be an ex that you want to have back into your life. If they're not showing any interest in you, there's no point you keep on banging on that door. If you don't keep on sending them messages, don't keep on telling them how much you like them, don't stick around in friend zone hoping that they are going to come back, or something like that. You need to let go of these people. If they're not displaying interest in you, if they're not showing you any interest, then you're not interested in them. If you are dating and you're trying to find a relationship, only go on dates with those people that really want to be there. And you'll know that because they'll show up, they'll be putting their best foot forward, they'll be looking good, and they will be valuing that time. They will show up on time, they'll say yes when you ask them out, they won't flake on you. And if they do flake on you, they'll give you an alternative time when they can meet up with you. Things like that. Basically, they say yes and they show up. That's the important thing when it comes to figuring out if someone likes you. If you are trying to attract the right partner into your life, I highly recommend that you watch this video on how to attract the right partner, which is basically like a little workshop where you go through trying to find the perfect partner for you. And there's some exercises in there that can help you get that perfect person. So fundamentally, if someone pushes you too far and they're not respecting you, the best thing for you to do in that kind of situation is to walk away from them, is to leave them, is to show them that you are not willing to put up with that. Because if someone is not valuing you and they're disrespecting you at every chance they get, it's because you're allowing them to. Which, isn't a very nice thing to hear. But, when someone is acting this way towards you, you have to make a stand. You need to remove yourself from the situation, or before you remove yourself from the situation, you explain to them how you want to be treated. And you say to them, let me know if you change your mind. Let me know when you're going to start acting in a way that's appropriate towards me, and you leave. That's what you need to do when someone isn't valuing you, when someone doesn't respect you. And that's how you can get them on the path to respecting you more and valuing you more. But until then, you need to walk away from them. You can't allow those kinds of people in your life because it's not really good for your self-esteem to be allowing people to treat you in that way. Obviously, be respectful towards them when they do things like that and when you walk away. But there's absolutely no reason why you should be sticking around when someone isn't valuing you. And it may be the case that they may never change their attitude, they may never change their mind about you. And if they don't, if that's the case, and you know that, then you need to walk away from them permanently and perhaps don't even offer that reconciliation if you know it's just going to keep on happening. If you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com to get coaching with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.